Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I have been occupado since Thursday of last week. There was a medical emergency in the family, and I've been spending most of my time at a hospital. So that's always fun. But in the meantime, things continue to happen and life continues to happen. And so just some things going on in this aquarium. My Oscar is doing like Oscars do, and he is getting bigger. I did see one of the clown loaches the other day, so they are still alive. The rainbow cichlid I thought was going to get quite a bit bigger, but doesn't seem to be growing as fast, nearly as fast as the Oscar. I thought the rainbow cichlid was going to get like 5 to 7 inches long, and maybe my math is wrong, but I would count it probably as about 4. Maybe it is 5, counting the tail. Everybody else is doing great. This aquarium has been pretty no hassle ever since I set it up. No issues at all with ammonia nitrite nitrate. Like I said, the gravel came from an existing system that had another gravel filter in it. And the two aquarium co-op sponge filters both were in a system. So all good in the hood. I have the aquarium co-op light set at 20%, if that helps anybody. My Anubias is growing. You can see the color of the leaves. It's had to adapt from a CO2 system. So some of the leaves have died off, but there have been new leaves growing in, so it seems to be doing all right. The Java fern hasn't seemed to have done anything. So just full caveat though is Java fern doesn't do anything for me ever. I've lived at other places where Java fern has done great. I have no idea why it doesn't grow for me here. But this is what you get. It just kind of, unless you stick it into a CO2 system, in which case it'll grow a little bit, but not a lot. So it's pretty crazy. The children of Bob and Carol have all survived. They're all alive. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 4, and 5's around here somewhere. They're all alive. They're doing fine. I've put some flower pots in there just temporarily. I did buy a 29-gallon aquarium to fix up for them. I bought some substrate for it, and they're going to go into a 29. I bought a stand for the 29, which means now I've already determined I'm going to put the children of Bob and Carol on a 29-gallon tank on the stand, which means that the 29-gallon guppy tank that I have is still going to be a problem. Isn't that the way life is? This aquarium I came back to doing remarkably well. I had done a lot of bleach and Seachem XL. By bleach, I mean hydrogen peroxide, a 12% solution on these rocks. And so everything on them has died. All the algae on them has died. There's still a whole ton of beard algae. There's some cyanoalgae over there. I mean, it's just no bueno. Yes, I am just pouring in the CO2 to try to allow the plants in there to grow. But they're just doing what they do. So I don't know. I don't know what to do to balance this aquarium. I don't know what to do. But we'll keep tinkering away, I guess. It's better than it was, and it could be worse, right? This little aquarium, still doing fine. It's getting cold, so I don't like to do water changes, so I added a whole bunch of, let me do this. I added a whole bunch of dwarf water lettuce and frog bit, just so I could minimize the amount of water I need to pull out. But other than that, these guys are doing good. There's fry in there. There's a bajillion snails in there. It is just snail heaven in this joint. Maybe I'll get assassin snails or something. I don't know. So many snails. Yeah, but they're fine. Nobody's died. Nothing has really gone terribly astray. In this aquarium, everybody's still doing good, which is good because I didn't really see them at all for about a week. Yeah, but everybody's doing fine. They did fine without getting fed. They were hungry. They were hungry little fellers, but they did fine. This quarantine tank down here was a bit of a mess. All of the I'm going to call them, what do they call those? Pineapple swords. All the non-pineapple swords died. So they were getting pulled out daily when they die, but there were no water changes going on, and so it was just a bit of a problem. But anyway, for some reason, all the pineapple swords survived, which means that they're a pretty tough strain. So I have good stock to start with, apparently. Nothing negative happened in this aquarium. Everybody's doing fine. I believe underneath that slate, I believe that cribenzas have either attempted to lay eggs or laid eggs, because there was a female. Oh no, there's somebody in there right now. I think that female outside and the male inside maybe have laid in there. If they have, that's great. If they haven't, well, that's fine too. I still think they're pretty. I'm not really intending to breed them. I don't think there's a market for them. There's just some fools like me who say, ooh, it's a pretty fish, and not, ooh, it's a terribly common fish. I like the pretty fish, even if they're common. So yeah, all of these Congo tetras are doing great. Everybody's doing fine. Nobody died. Nobody died in this aquarium either. The Drachenfelsii are doing fine. There's the male right there. There's the female down in the corner. The mollies are doing good. There's the silver mollies. There's a couple of gold mollies in there too. You can see right back in there, if you look at the top of your screen, you can see gold mollies. So everybody's doing good. They're happy. I mean, they got so many plants in here that how could they not be doing good, right? Guppy tank, everybody's doing great. I just love my little guppies. Look at them. They're just so happy. So happy. Still can't get in here to clean it, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'll figure something out. It's a happy little tank, though. Doing happy little things. All right. Up in here, bad things happened. I've got two Congo tetras left. There's one there. There's one there. This guy, he does weird things where he'll spin and twirl. You can see like he's got something going on his back. I came, well, I don't remember what day it was. One of the days I came home, I had one of my Congo tetras had a puffy eye. So I'm like, okay, no big deal. Did a water change. Took that one Congo tetra out, put him in a quarantine tub, I guess, and threw some Canamix, whatever, and it died the next day. Like it was dead when I came back, and then every day, like I'd get reports back that there would be like 2 to 4 dead Congo tetras in here every day I was gone, until it got down to 2. When I got back, I had put 1 dose of Canamix in it before the medical emergency, and so I finished up with 2 full doses of Canamix after it. I mean, there were no water changes in between, so I mean, whatever bacteria it was had a long time with the Canamix, and this guy's lived. This guy's doing just fine. Maybe this guy's just like a carrier. I don't know. None of the other fish died. None of the other fish had any ill effects. There was a brand new baby D. masoni. You might be able to see him down there. Well, not this one, but there's one down there in the crypts. He's right by the Vallisneria. He's picking off the Vallisneria. back there. Anyway, that's a brand new baby. So, I mean, none of the catfish in here were affected. I have a feeling it was the whatever those two Raphael catfish had must have got transferred over here on my hands or on a net or on something. I don't know. But anyway, in here it just trashed. It just destroyed my Congo tetra population. So there you go. Good times. But like I said, this guy's lived for, I don't know, he's still alive. He does this twirly thing every once in a while when he swims. So we'll see if he gets right. I'll just keep doing water changes. I'm done medicating this tank now. I'm not just going to keep putting medicines in for the sake of putting medicines in. Boy, I need to clean that glass. In this aquarium, I don't believe I lost anybody or anything, except I did lose every single pot. Every single pot. Every last one of them. And there's the carnage. They uprooted everything. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a tank just to grow these swords in pots. And then when they're like rooted, when they're established, you know, put some heavy stones on top of them. So when they're established and rooted, I can transfer them in here. But everybody else in here is doing great. I haven't seen any more dead bodies. Now, to be perfectly fair, I haven't seen either of the two remaining Raphael in here. So, I mean, are they in here? I don't know. But nobody else has any signs of illness. None of the other catfish in here have any illness, signs of illness. So that little guy that people thought might be a fire mouth back there, he's still growing. Interesting to see what he grows into. Maybe he is a fire mouth. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, that's the state of affairs. I still haven't put that fluval on anything. I might. I don't know yet. I also might take the shark out of this tank to use when I set up the 29-gallon tank for the cribenzas. I don't know exactly how I'm going to filter it yet. We'll find out though. We'll see. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great week.